it's hot outside, so that's literally the reason why it's looking like this from the heat. Um, but anyway, um, once again, if you're new here, welcome. And if you are a returning subscriber or a moderator who's been here recently or ever since I started doing content, welcome back. Right now, all I'm up to is I'm just hanging out for a little bit. Um, right now I'm just trying to cool off and feed my neighbor's cows, and it's hot outside, y'all. And so, um, yeah, so mine also mind my hair in some places, like over here, and even my bangs looking all pointy. I mean, even though they're like dried, but it's just the Texas heat, y'all. It's coming, and it's like 89, so that's even one reason too. So, but that's one thing, y'all. Living in Texas is one thing, but the heat's the other. And even the weather that is very unpredicting. So, yeah. But we're just hanging out though at the moment, so yeah, don't be minding all this. Just don't. So, yeah. But I hope everyone's doing good though and staying safe out there and all that. If you haven't already, please feel free to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell and set it to all notifications down below so you can get all latest updates from when I go live to when I post and all that. And I would hate if somebody here missed an update that did come out, you know. I just don't want one person out of like a lot of us on here just feeling bad. So definitely if you hadn't already, definitely feel free to do so. At some point. There's no rush, so don't feel like you're having to rush the time of day or night or evening or morning, wherever anyone's from, to do it. There's plenty of time within a day period where a whole lot doesn't happen. Unless you're like some of us that have like a lot more chaos stuff that we're doing. Anyway, hang on. Let me just look at my camera. What did I got? How did I say name? Let me butcher it. Um, hey there, I can tell that you're new. And also I see Dim. I'm gonna call you that because the way I'm not trying to butcher the full name here. Welcome as well. I can tell you're new, so welcome. And for anyone that's wanting to know what we're doing right now, we're just hanging out, so feel free to ask questions. It can be anything. Just a rule about questions, by the way, everyone, is please be respectful about them. Meaning, don't ask anything stupid or inappropriate, or don't try to ask things that might make me or somebody in this chat uncomfortable. Because I do care about everyone's safety, including my own, and safety is a big priority. And I don't want someone having mixed feelings in here about that, or just. But I just don't want people to get confused on stuff. So, just for my safety and yours, definitely. And I keep this a safe zone on here, by the way, so don't try to go past that. Would be great. Because I'd rather not try to deal with anybody acting like a fool in here. Because I ain't tolerate fools whatsoever. So if they're gonna come in, if anyone's gonna start coming here and doing that to themselves, you really have three options at this point. Mainly, either a mod of mine will kick you out, number two, I will personally do it, or you can kindly escort yourself out of here. But right now it's down to two because one of my mods is not even in here yet, plus this live is just getting started, so right now it's me. And so, um, yeah, but let me look at the chat here. Extremist. I'm not gonna look at that comment. But anyway, Dim, thank you so much for standing up. That is very helpful whatsoever. Oh, my allergies, y'all. Ugh, that's also the name pollen in the air as well with heat. So of course that's never helpful. And all that. Mike, let's see what you're saying. Where are you from? I'm from the US to answer your question. There, Mike. I can tell that I think you're new. So welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Um, Chris, I see you're new too, so welcome. Hopefully you're doing good. And hopefully everyone who is just coming in is also doing well, personally. Because y'all, I mean, you've got to be doing good. Because I would hate if somebody or myself were to not be doing that. Great, you know. Because we all go through seasons of anything these days with work lives, and anything medical, you name it. Because as adults, y'all, us adults in this chat can get it, but some of us are teens that are now out of school and they're trying to figure out their plans for the next half of their school year, or if they're grads of this year, they're trying to figure out what their plan's gonna be. Some people might have had a plan, but maybe things changed, which is okay because that's called being adaptable and basically setting yourself up for success and not failure. Because by doing that, sometimes we might just continue doing that, and we might, who knows, we might see it might not be a good fit, which is okay. Because God knows our own plans, and He knows the plans that He has for each and every single one of us in this chat. Whether if it's going to high school, whether if it's, I mean, well, high schoolers, whether if it's just, thinking about what you might want to do. But also for non-high schoolers like myself and others in here, you know, whether whether do you want to go into college and get a degree in that job, or um go to trade school and maybe do something there, you know? Y'all, college is not for anyone. I thought for me it was, but I'm like, yeah, I don't think it's gonna be best for me because of pricing and all that, and I just don't, you know, I just don't risk it, you know? But if I did do college though, I would try to do college within my area so I'm close. So I'm at least somewhat close by and all that, but not to where I'm like states away or hours away, you know? It's just, it just feels like just a big waste, I feel like, in my own offense. But like I said, college is not for anyone, which is okay, because that means you're figuring out the plans that might work out, and you kind of think, do you like what you're doing right now? You know? Like recently, I found out a month ago, as of Monday, um, that I finally got hired for like the first time in like 4 years. And I literally have my first day as of June 1st, aka Monday. That's actually a new update for everybody that's returning. Is I start my first day of work on Monday. And so I'm excited, I'm terrified, I'm all things, but it's kind of the good all things though. Cause I mean, I'm new into the field. And I mean, I've just been so thankful for all my friends I've told this to so far, because I've told a few of my friends, plus my boyfriend, about all this, and they're happy for me and excited for me and all that. And it's crazy to believe this, y'all. that it's happening as a Monday. So, fingers crossed and hopes it goes well. But the best part with me right now is I'm only working 2 days a week right now, which is pretty good for someone who's not worked before or even have had experience before. And it's good to start small and work your way up because at the end of the day, y'all, who wants to just directly push the limits? I wouldn't. I would not even try to push limits because, that's just not good to do that. Because if you're pushing yourself, you're going to be exhausted by the end of the day. But let me look at my chat because I know I'm seeing my comments. So let me do that before I forget someone's responses. Let's see. Chris, I see you sitting in the chat. Um, that's cool. Hey there. How did I say your name without butchering it? I thought I had. I'll just, I'll just kind of skip it for a second. Um, Varo, I'm gonna call you that. That's interesting of a name. Hey there, I can tell that you're new. Hopefully you're doing well. Um, okay, your name, I'm gonna try to say it as slow as I can. Rena, that's a cool name. Welcome. I hate. Brahma, welcome back. I am so glad that. Okay, I'm thankful we've got him on this chat. Thank God. Sorry, I did see you when you come in. I just now I'm looking at the chat fully after a minute. Can't wait to hear about it. Thanks. Yeah, I'll keep you guys updated on how that goes and all that, cause my first day is Lily Monday, which is insane to think about. And y'all get this. I'm Lily my first here's what's crazy, y'all. The day that I literally start working, my boyfriend's gonna literally be off work that day. But something kind of cool though is on Wednesday, so the second day I work, he's working too. But here's what's crazy. On Wednesday though, he um cuz he on Wednesday he works from like 2:30 to 11. So the craziest part is by the time I get out of work, he's only going to be like an hour away from work starting. Just crazy. Like dear lord. And I'll have to have him be sending me his pics of his fit just to give me my little motivational spark. But yeah, but I'm excited though, honestly. So, and also for those of you that are wondering if how content me it's gonna affect, it won't affect it at all. Thankfully, the best part about it is I work 4 hours only for right now for 2 days a week at the moment, so it's not gonna really affect content as much. So I'll still be able to stream every other day, sometimes every couple. It might just depend on either how tired I am or how much it took. But other than that, I'm still able to um chat with you guys like I would any other day. Um but um like for example, after today I would be next talking to y'all on Tuesday. So the day after my first day. So AK when I'm off and all that. And so um yeah, let's go. 4 likes in the chat, y'all. But yeah, I can't believe it though. That my first day is literally Monday. It's crazy. And so, um, yeah. And also it's kind of crazy though, y'all, is Monday will be a month ago that I found out as well. Like, aka because Monday is June 1st, y'all, and I found out May 1st this month on the 1st about me getting hired. So that's crazy. My first day is literally on the same day it's the on the 1 month anniversary of me finding out about the job itself, which is insane. Like that's just crazy. Like, oh my gosh, this is wild. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah. And I was telling one of my friends about it yesterday, and I will say this, y'all. She was like, "Let me help you pick out your outfit." And y'all, I was gonna plan doing it tomorrow, but she forget. Sorry, my dad burped in the background. Um, but yeah, she literally insists, be like, "Oh, you should totally pick it up." I'm like, okay, cool. And so I showed her some current top option selections that I'm gonna wear on my first day, and so she helped me out do that, and then pants, and then also a little bit of jewelry options I'm wearing as well. And so, yeah, but yeah, it's gonna be crazy, y'all. Regardless, like I can't believe it. Like I really can't believe it's here. Like it's crazy. And so, yeah, and y'all, like I said earlier, mine up here. It's really because earlier, like a few hours ago, I went swimming for like the first time this summer. It took a minute to get it like fully get used to it because it was a slight chilly, just a little bit, but after it took a little bit and all that, then it was good to go. And it felt awesome for the rest of it, though. And so I put a little bit of my detangular conditioning stuff I have that I use usually when I get out of the shower, just to help kind of break down some of the matting that might literally try to do to me, which, you know. But it does really well, though, about anything like that, so. Yeah, but yeah, that went really well, that was a lot of fun. And y'all, swimming's the best thing to do, especially in the summer. Because it's relaxing, but also it's something fun to do and keep you busy and all that. Even it kind of helped my back pain a little bit too. Because of the water and all that. Because a little bit this morning, my back was just like doing it to me. And yeah. And so, but, but I mean, thankfully I took a Motrin this morning. So, like technically this afternoon almost, it was to help it try to calm down a little bit. But yeah, so um, yeah, it's pretty crazy. So um, yeah, and so um, anyway, that's just what's going on there. Um, but yeah, yeah, let's go 5 people like in the chat. Oh my gosh, it's pretty crazy. Like I said, just mind the hairs, just mind that. That's just kind of, and even that's the heat does makes crazy, especially from all that. And so, um, yeah, headed to the store, putting me in. Okay, cool. Thanks for letting me know, Brown. I appreciate it. Hopefully that goes well. But, um, yeah. And so my dad's part in the background. Yeah, dads are crazy, but that's what they do half of the time. And so, um, yeah, but right now we're just chilling at the moment. But yeah, the heat can do a lot to you. Is what I will say. And even it'll make your hair look all crazy, regardless if you did it or not. And so, like, y'all, for reference, it's 90 over here. Like, for temperature references, y'all. Where I'm at, it's literally in the 90s. Like like the start of the 90s, which is insane. Yo, that's pre-summer right there. Starting it for you. Like, imagine when the days start coming and it might possibly be in the hundreds. That's gonna be where it's chaotic. 'Cause, oh, a lot of us know how that goes. We all know that. And when it hits the hundreds, oh, it's more extreme than it is. Like, it's more extreme than it is in the 90s or 80s or even in the 70s. Like, oh, it is worse than that. Like, it really is. But, um, yeah, it's crazy. So, but also, where I live, the weather over here does it to anybody. So, um, yeah. Anyway, um, yeah, we're just hanging out though, and also just to give those of you in here that an update on AJ, because some of y'all know about him, not all you do, but these my returning people that do. Um, to update y'all on him, he's doing well. He's actually been at work for an hour, and he doesn't get off till like 11. But the best part is he's off tomorrow and Monday. So, AK, when I start my first day of work, he's gonna be off. But, but I mean, the best part is he and I will still be able to call like normal. Because for me, I don't get off till 1. So it's perfect. So it actually gives me time to relax and rewind and recover from all the crazies and all that. Because, y'all, whenever you work anywhere, regardless, you're gonna be exhausted from just being on hand for periods of time. Like, and for those of you that are wondering, attire what I wear for where I'm working, really it's anything, honestly. So I'm thankful that I'm not really too much of like I don't really have to really be in uniform. I kind of wish I did because it'd be a little bit easier picking out my outfit. But you know, at the same time, it's pretty cool. And so, um, anyway, um, but yeah, um, it's pretty crazy. And so, anyway, so my hair is like a dang mess, y'all. Anyway, if anyone's new here, welcome. And if you are a returning subscriber who's been here before, welcome back. Right now, but we're just hanging out at the moment, though, y'all. Is all that we're doing at the moment. But, um, yeah. So, it's crazy. But yeah, I mean, my boyfriend's doing pretty good, though. He's been at work for about an hour at this point. Um, but yeah, he works till like 11. So, he's gonna be working his tail off, literally, for a good while. But I'm so proud of him though, y'all. Because, I mean, y'all, he makes me proud every day. Because I'll tell y'all, he's motivated me, like, in ways that you wouldn't even think it would. Because, y'all, motivation doesn't have to be just words of being like, hey, you got this. You can do anything you set your mind to. You can do. doesn't have to be anything like that. It can be the little things like either them like maybe seeing a picture of them or something that they're doing that really is motivating you. Like for example, with me, it's literally that my boyfriend's been working his tail off, head to toe, for 4+ hours on some days. And y'all, I'll tell you guys, he literally works evenings going into night shifts. Like, for those of you that wonder, like, in the shift period that he works, he's any, sometimes afternoons too. And y'all, I don't know how he does it. I really don't know how he does it, but I would, I can never do what he does. I really can't. Like, there's not that many people that can work that crazy amount and just wake up the next morning and do it again until they're off. And y'all, if I were in his footsteps right now, I would literally be so dragged down by the end of the day. Like, AKA, I would literally be like my dad years ago because my dad used to be a police officer back in the day and he used to work nights for a little half my childhood, but at one point he finally got was able to get promoted to him working days, and so it was a lot easier for me to see him every day and not only see him maybe for a couple minutes of the day, and then he had to go because y'all he would sleep during the night before he would get into work because y'all yeah when you're a police officer and you work nights it's exhausting because you're not used to constantly being on the go like that. And so for someone like my dad back then, working his tail off like that, that's what AJ's literally doing right there. Is doing kind of similar things to what my dad did, but not in his job kind of way, but in a different experience of a job. But I'm just so proud of him though, because like I said, he's doing what a lot of us can't do or even would do. Like yo, as a rookie myself, I wouldn't even do it. Logan, I see you in the chat. I did see you in the chat for a minute, but I was still talking at that time. But how are you doing? And also, person to answer your question? Um, kind of. It's kind of like in the middle. I'll just say that. And I don't really get into politics really that much because there's way too much chaos going on these days with all the crazies. But I'm doing pretty good. I'm glad to hear that you're doing well. But yeah, with my boyfriend now, just literally seeing him doing it, it's impressive, y'all. Like, y'all, like I said, if I had to think to myself, I would not be able to do what he does. I really wouldn't. But he's doing. Hang on, let me pen this real quick so everyone can see what we're doing. But yeah, I mean, it's honestly impressive, y'all. So, and that's just one way that y'all that he's motivated me to keep going and just all things because of how truly how I can show you guys an example of what I mean. So let's see. I'll pull up. I'm gonna pull up a good work pic of him to show you guys as an example. Um, so high. Let's see here. But as an example, y'all, photos like these of him that I get on his work days that I have him send me, this is just one way I can look back and just know my motivation right there. Um, so hot. Because y'all, the photos I have him send me of his work fits aren't just him and his outfits, but of him and himself at work. It just gives me hope and just knowing that I have a hero I can look up to that's not just from kids' books, but in real life, like a real life hero that's not even fake. Because this one, y'all, is my hero. Because if I'm having a bad day, either if it's in the work field or not, I know I have something I can look at and just remember why I'm still standing and why I'm still doing all the things I'm doing now is because of him. But also, whenever I start working in a few days and I'm having, and if I'm wanting to give up at some point, I can look back at these photos of my boyfriend and go, if if he can do this, so can I. And I can also go, he's the reason why I'm still going. I'm still doing what I do. Yes. Um, Logan. Yeah. So the gate be kind of, yeah, you haven't heard much since a couple has heard it, but not everyone has. But yeah, I found out. So I'll tell you, I found out May 1st about everything, but I got all the paperwork done a few days ago in order to know when my start date is, and I officially found out that I'm literally starting my first day as of June 1st, aka Monday. So literally I'm starting in like the next like 2 more days. From 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Mondays and Wednesdays for this thrift store in my area called Athens Thrift. It's a thrift store near me, near my area out here, which is really cool. And the funny part is I've never been inside of a thrift. I mean, I've never been inside of a thrift store ever until a month ago when I found out all the news. And it was so cool though, actually. It's kind of it's almost the same thing as if you're kind of walking into an antique store almost. But instead everything there is like thrifted. Just pretty cool. And so, um and I've never thrifted anything that's clothing based either. So, a lot of my clothes were like Walmart or JC Penney's or Kohl's or you name it. Belk, um, hang on, Kohl's, J.C. Penney's, Ross sometimes, but not always Ross, but these are just examples. Uh, Kohl's, Ross, but yeah, stores like that is where a lot of my things have came from, though. But yeah, I'm so excited. So. It's crazy. So yeah, it's crazy that now me and my boyfriend are both are officially or officially a working couple, which I'm excited about that. Within a 2 hour distance of each other. But yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. Um but um yeah, let me look at my chat. On in. Alright, let's see. But did you know if you hold down a video, a short or a live, there is There is a this starts partner. Hey there, humble. Welcome back. How are you doing? But um, yeah. But that's crazy. There, Logan, and all that. That's good. I'm glad to hear you're doing well. But yeah, right now we're just hanging out. So for those of you who are just coming in, we're just chilling. Nothing too extreme. But oh my gosh. So yeah. But that's just what's going on there though. Um but yeah. So hang on, let me sit up for a second. Yep. Yeah, it's good to be chilling because if you're not, then you know, you know, what is it, Logan? But yeah, it's good to um just relax and all that because if you aren't, you know, that's not always gonna be good. It's not always good, and it's definitely good to chill while you can um before you get busy too, because you know a lot of things can totally happen and all that. Oh my god. And there we go with the joke. Oh, I'm laughing so hard. Oh, it's been a while since that joke's gone. Oh my gosh, Logan, that joke, it's been a while since that one's popped out. I am laughing so hard. 'Cause it's been a while since that one's popped out. Anyway, um, yeah, but that's just what's going on there though. But oh my gosh, I'm dying laughing because it's been a while since that's popped out. Oh, I'm laughing. You definitely have just made my day there, I'll just tell you that. I'm from the US to answer your question there. Let's see. Yes, it is. Yep, it's been a minute since that one's popped out and all that. Let me actually unplug my. Here, no, let me. Um, that's this one. I just want to make sure so I don't unplug the wrong thing. Sorry, I'm unplugging my heating pad that I had earlier. Well, it's off, but just hadn't been unplugged. I mean, really needs it still plugged in when you know it's probably gonna be a little while until you. Oh, man, here. Okay, that's impressive. I just. Oh, here you go. It is right here, but it's just. Hang a second. Here we go. Man, these cords, I swear, they like to always try something. All that. Yeah. Yeah, you've definitely made my day there. For sure, there, Logan. Because it's been a minute since a lot of that's happened, you know. And so, anyway. But yeah, I'm just right now getting my heating pad and all that refolded, so that way when I'm having to use it again, it'll be nearby. And for those of you, actually, I will just say this: this isn't sponsored or anything, but if anyone does wonder where that mine's from, mine is off Amazon. This one's off Amazon, y'all. So if you ever are looking for a new heating pad, or if you're
needing an upgrade pretty soon because yours might not be working or it's getting close to not working. These ones do really well, and there's two sizes in these. There's a 18 by 20, which is like the smallest you can go, and then there's a 20 by 24. Y'all, in my head, I went with the 20 by 24 because I don't know why. The 18 by 20 it just seemed, I don't know. I mean, my math, I mean, all of us in our math can do that. I'm like, I'm just gonna play safe and go with the big one just in case the small one looks smaller than it does show. And y'all, I mean, this does work pretty good, but dang, I could have easily have sized down, but this also still works just as good as the other one does as well. And I know I need to look. I think total of I think two colors. I think in this. Um, I think I need to look. Either two or three. I need to look. But I know black is one of them, and that's what I got because y'all black is like really good. And something I do love about these y'all is I don't have to like I don't have to every 5 minutes keep pulling the inner lining just to keep it straight. And the best part is it's also machine washable. So if it gets dirty or if it gets stained or so, or if you just want to wash it every now and then, you can totally do that as well. And also, this has a 2 hour a 2 hour audio shut off, meaning it automatically it turns itself off every 2 hours just so it's very helpful in use. I've liked using it so far. It's definitely done pretty good and all that. But like I said, if you're ever looking for a good heating pad and you don't know if you're kind of running out of ideas where to look at, go on Amazon. And I need to refund I actually need to find the brand on this actually, just so I can um let you know which one it is. Hang on, check it real quick. Well, yeah, I'll check here in a minute. I can retell you guys the brand of this, so if you ever do want to look this one up for y'all's homes, you can totally do that. And y'all, it's definitely good to definitely put out suggestions that others might definitely would find useful. Because, y'all, heating pads are useful for really any time and just for anything. Whether if your back's hurting, because either some of us here are younger and still get pains regardless of age, or like let's say if your back's hurting you and you're always doing the same things, but you want to do some quick pain relief, you can use that. Um, or if your stomach is killing you, or if you have like leg pain or really any sore pain, you can totally use this for sure because it will help quicker. Like this will help a lot faster. I mean, pain meds of course is always a good thing too, but this also speeds up some of the process to where it doesn't feel like ages is going by. Like, y'all, let's see. I think I had to use this morning because of my I think I was using because of my back because my back was doing it to me this morning, and I think it's either because it's just reality with me or it's just hurting because it's just reality. And y'all, we can still be having pains of any kind regardless if we are way younger or not. Then we are like, y'all, I'm 20, I still get pains whenever it's in my back or my stomach or really anywhere just from the reality of all things, and that's normal for us. And so, yeah, but it's also It's definitely a really good heating pad to use. And like I said, the best part about this one is you don't have to worry if you're like me and okay, if y'all are like me and y'all hate the liner adjustment every 5 minutes of trying to fix it to where this isn't trying to stick out. This doesn't do that. There's no inner lining whatsoever, and it's sewn in. So, solves that issue right there. And I'll probably, and even, I mean, I've loved this thing. But let me think. I want to say I've had, if you're wondering how much I've had it, I think I've had it for a good couple months. And it's definitely doing me good because um, it really covers all targets. And on this one, y'all, it has up to 6 heat settings than 3 because a good majority of heat pads have at least the highest setting mainly. For some of them is up to 3. And y'all, I would go y'all, for me for some reason, the highest setting would work for me at least, but everyone's so different. You can either be a 2, a 3, a 1, or like this, you can be a 4. You can be any number and it work pretty well. But you just do. But the only thing that talking to wait. The only important thing that matters there is picking it to your comfort that you like, and not just trying to think what is the comfortable I would do that's best for me. And that's why you experiment and play around it and get an idea. So if, when you have to use it for any situation, you'll know which number to go to. And kind of the best part is with this one, you don't have to just turn the level. You just hold it first, press it to turn it on. Then you can just keep pressing out until you want the right number setting for um yeah for all. But it's just but yeah, I mean I've liked it because it's definitely like I said, I love that I'm not having to go insane at that thing and being like, because I mean, who in here has that complaint where all you're trying to do is you're trying to either have your heat pad on your back or on your stomach because of issues or something, or just it turned on in one day for one reason, and all of a sudden it automatically wants to slowly slip out of place mid sentence, like literally in the friggin' middle of the time. I mean, a lot of us can relate to that because it's annoying and irritating. Because who, who in their own mind wants to keep adjusting, aka trying to fix it to where it's not sticking out? That's me. Because with my old one I used to have, it would do that. And it would be one of those ones with the lining in the inside. And, it would be very, very chaotic. And so, but yeah, it's a really good heating pad that I use for all of the things. But let me look in my comment section too to see what's been happening as well. Let me make sure I miss somebody. So, hand. Okay, here we go. This is where I left off, I think. Um, Vanessa, I see you're in the chat. Welcome. I'm just now looking through the comment section. Jack, welcome. I'm not doing flip for danger reasons. No, I don't for that question though. Yeah, yeah. Motion for something you're not gonna get paid by. Exactly. Thank you.
Anyway, I live in the UK and tell you what. Oh, that's a good question. Oh, I see that you came in the chat though. Hi, Surname. Um, Breezy, to answer your question there, oh, that's a hard one. There's so many good songs from the movie of that though. So let me see. If okay, here's what I'm gonna do. If I had to go, I'm gonna kind of split this down actually. If I picked my favorite song from like the first one, for example, I probably would say Let It Go because it's really good. Um, and then if I said two, and if I said the newest one, um, I need to look back and see because there's so many good ones from the second one as well. Um, maybe Into the Unknown, but I'll need to go back and see. But there were so many good songs though from like both seasons 1 and 2 and all that. But yeah. Yeah. I bet. I mean, I bet you were. I mean, I would have been too if I landed at literally at like that time in the friggin' morning. Like I would be exhausted if I landed anywhere at that time of night. You know? So I don't blame you one bit. Um, I I seen the second one, but didn't really stick with me like the first one. Oh, that's cool. It's okay. I mean, there's so many good songs regardless from both. Like, um, but if I, and honestly, if I had to pick, and I'll say this, if I had to probably pick which one out of both, like the movie itself, I'm saying I'm liking, I'll pro, I might say the second one a little bit. I mean, they're both good as well, but probably some of the second is really good. And I feel like you kind of see a lot of like really cool different sides in the second movie than you did in the first one and all that because it's really neat though. But um yeah. So um yeah, there's so many like good stuff from it though. I feel insecure and embarrassed of myself that I because um first of all, everyone does it, but not like in the way that you just worded that. And I am taken, so don't try to. So let's be just safety aware. Do if any of you are just coming in though, please be sure you are looking down below at the pinned comment for information on here just for safety reasons as well. Anyway, or that's a cool name. I could tell that you're new. But yeah. So hopefully I had a coach bag home and I fell asleep in the back row where the where there there is four C's. I took them all. I fell asleep. Oh my goodness, that's crazy.
I mean, I first off, I don't blame you because I would be tired too. Like I would have knocked out probably at some point as well. Like I totally would have just been passing out too. Oh, we're all just talking about all kinds of stuff in here that are drama. But yeah, I mean, first off, I don't blame you. I mean, if I literally found out I landed at like either 2 a.m. or way later than 2 a.m., I would be exhausted my own self. And I mean, even there's been times here, like, there's been times just in general. I'm staying up like normal, and I'm just, I don't know, watching reels or something on social media, or I'm just looking through things, and I pass out without knowing it. And next thing I know, I'm waking up at like 4 in the morning and just realizing that I'm like, oh, I just passed out, didn't I? And the reason why I would know that is because usually, I literally wear y'all, because one thing about me is, um, ever since I was a freshman in high school, I got, um, my braces off for like it fully being done for when I was a freshman in high school, aka COVID, y'all, year. Um, and of course, you've gotta wear a retainer usually afterwards just so that way your teeth don't go back. And there's been some times that my brain knocks out automatically like that, or they're not in. But luckily they've not shifted, so it's actually impressive. And I'm like, oh, thank God. And so I don't blame you. There's moments where I can pass out just randomly too, for the craziest causes. But um, yeah. So yeah, it is. Dang, really? That's crazy. That's wild. Goodness. Um, that is crazy. Wow. And so, um, mm, man, we're only one more hour away until my boyfriend goes on break, thankfully. So I'll be able to check in with him a little bit and see how he's doing and all that. And so, um, because even that's one of the things that I do whenever, on the days that he does, whenever the days he's at work and he does have a break. It's not always every day. It's at least maybe every few days or so that he'll get like breaks. Like for example, right now at least for the next week, he likely does have a break though, which is pretty good so far on his on his work days and all that. Um, like for example, today's one of them, and then Tuesday all the way up to Friday of next week. And then we'll figure out. And then I'll have to have him send me the next half of his schedule because right now his schedule he sent me is all the way up to June 5th. Um, and so, and I mean, he does pretty well about um sending it to me so that way. Because what I kind of do is write it down just so it's helpful. So I go, okay, he works this day and I work this day. You know, that way even it's just helpful for me to know, okay, you're working this day from this time to this time, or okay, if he has a break, it's on this day at this time. That way just helps me to know, okay, this way it gives me a heads up and I don't go forgetting because I don't want to be the girlfriend that just forgets, oh shoot, you're working, you know, kind of a deal. And even I let him know when I'm working so that way he's not the boyfriend that does the same thing. Because, all the things. But yeah. So, um,
gosh, my hair is like a little crazy. But yeah, so. But I mean, I've just been so proud of him now for doing what he does, because there's not that many people that can even do what he does every single day, almost. But, um, yeah. Of course. Oh, that's funny, made me name with it. Oh, that's such a good one. Alright, hopefully, um, the rest of your night goes well. Logan, I'm glad that you came in here, and I'll definitely see you, definitely for sure, next live too, because the next day that I'm on here after today is Tuesday. But yeah, and so yeah, we're now just hanging out though, y'all. So yeah, pretty creative. So, um, goodness, hang on, hang on, be right back, y'all. Okay, sorry about that, you guys. I was in the restroom, but that's finally done taken care of. So, um, yeah. But yeah, that's just what's going on there. We're just hanging out at the moment. Um, but yeah, there you go. So I'm just doing some stuff out of the way. Good lord, happened today. But yeah, so um, yeah, it's pretty crazy. So anyway, doing pretty well. Anyway, um, but yeah, and y'all, eventually, pretty soon, I'm gonna have to literally get like eventually, pretty soon, I'm gonna have to get my hair cut just a little bit because I'll tell you, it's getting to that point where it's needing it, but also, y'all, it's summer and that's one thing too. And so it's just good regardless to get it knocked out. Um, but um, yeah, but that's just what's going on there though, y'all. But we're just hanging out and all things. But right now I'm just in my closet. I was just looking at um another outfit option to add in with my current selections so I can look at that in a little bit and I can show one of my friends her opinion because something that I do especially is me and one of my friends, she and I help each other out with outfits of any sort, whether if it's church, whether if it's work, or one of us is going to an event, or we're in important things coming up, you name it, and one of us is helping the other one out, which is awesome. And it's good to have things like that because it's like if some of you guys are like me and you're like, oh, what do I wear this day? Kind of a person. It's good to have really good friends that help you out pretty well and all that. And you go, okay, cool. And it's also a lot less work too, you know, because A, they're there to help you out through it, but also, you can also trust that person and know that they're picking something that you're gonna definitely like wearing for sure and not questioning every little thing on it. You know what? I'm gonna pull this one option out because I see I switched the hanger on this one actually. But I'll have to get an undershirt for it though, because of the way it lays. And what I will say though is, y'all, I love these kind of hangers. I'll show you here in a second. I just gotta grab um one in here. Right here as an example. Which um yeah, let me just hang this up real quick and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. But I do love these kinds of hangers that are adjustable, so you can actually move. So you can actually move like the top part, and I love that the top parts on these ones are like adjustable, so you can turn them at a full 360. So whether if you're wanting to hang it on top of your closet door or on something, or if you want to angle it a certain direction, it can do that. Unlike normal cheap, super duper cheap, durable ones that just stay in one spot. Cause y'all,
y'all can be like me and be like, oh, what am I wearing these days? Or, you're trying to figure out your own self. And, it's kind of one of those where it's like, okay, this is either going to be a day where I'm questioning every little thing, or this is going to be one of those where something in me does it. But I'm going to put this option here for fun in here. Sorry, I'm just putting options in here, which actually I'll do it like this, but I'll just angle the door just like any other. So, um, there we go. Sorry about that. I'm just angling a bunch of it. There. Okay, there we go. Now I've got outfit selections out, so that way when I go to show, that way when I have my friend help me out later, then we can pick out of like the top three, and um we can go from there and not have to go in blind on it, you know. Because, I don't want to be somebody who goes in blind directly and does it. So, um, yeah. But, um, but yeah, out of those three, I'm gonna show her this really cute, gray and white plaid shirt, which I've worn this a few times to church. Number two is this jean shirt I've worn it sometimes. I mean, I like it, but I swear it's getting to a point either for like fabric purposes or so, it just feels funny when it gets worn with certain things. It just acts like it's too small when it really isn't. And then I'm gonna also bring this one back out. And it's y'all, this shirt has been a while since I've even worn it. And I'm gonna show her that one. So out of these three, I'll show her and all that for church tomorrow and all that. So that way she can help me decide on those three. Because, it's really simple. And, like, I feel like the last ever church reference outfit I remember that I've worn was from, like, I think 2 weeks ago. I think. I think it was 2 weeks ago. Because last week it was a busy week. Like, this last week it was a busy week because we had church like normal. Well, we had church on normal, but I was actually working with kids last week with the preschoolers, and I love them like crazy because they're like my children at this point. And I was working with them last week, and of course that went well. And then after that, we had a church-wide picnic, and I'll tell you that was fun as well. Cause y'all, I'll tell you, last week I was exhausted. Like at the end of the day, though, yo, I was exhausted from all that. But I figured I was gonna be exhausted, regardless. And oh, I was wiped for most of it. Cause I mean, yo, something like that. Goodness, when you're doing multiple at once, it's like, jeez, it's gonna make you crazy. And so, um, but literally pretty crazy. And so, um, yeah, but yeah, so, um, yeah. Anyway, um, yeah, pretty crazy. So, um, yeah, yeah, and then I'm also gonna have, and then also Another thing with options we do is my friend also helps me out pick out jewelry options as well. I can't not all the time shoe options because sometimes I might have an idea what I might be wearing with them. Like y'all probably with me out of these three options, I already have pants already out, so that's one step, which are my leggings, which are one of my pairs of leggings I've got, and I'm probably gonna most likely, um, maybe I don't know. I'll think. I'll see. Either I might have her help me select. I might either wear these short boots, which are like tennis shoes at this point, which these are really cute. Like I might either wear these or I might um or or I'll go with my heels. I know it's been a little while since I worn these. And these are like the only heel right now that even I have too. So I might show her tonight those shoe options actually. Since um but yeah, like I'll probably show her options because of the shoes because I'm not 100% sure which one I'm going with yet. So I'll probably show her that tonight and all that so she can help me decide. And even that way, I'll probably show her after I do others and all that. But yeah, so anywho, yeah, that's what's been going on there though, y'all. But I'm gonna go ahead and get off live though, y'all. But it was really good talking with a good bit of y'all, and I'll see you guys on Tuesday. So.